The second algorithm is least recently used. That means the page that is least used inside your memory will be taken out and will be replaced with the new one. So taken an example, the page reference string is already given. That is 15 page reference string and the number of frames is 3. Now we have to start replacing. In the beginning, entire frames that is present inside your memory is free. We have to start replacing. Once the frames are completed, that means occupied, we have to start replacing with that new one. So the first frame, the first page is 7. So 7 will go inside your frame because it's free. 7 is already there. We can put 0 because the frame is free. Again 7, 0 and 1 also enters the memory because the frames are free. Now this 3 are done. We have to replace 2. So how do we replace 2? We have to see which was the least one. If you see here, 1 you just met before 2. To replace 2 you have to check 1 you just met, 0 you met before 1, and 7 was the least one that you used. So you will be replacing 7 with 2 and the others remain as it is in the memory. This is called as your page fault. So 2 is also done. Now we have to replace 0. If you see 0 page is already there inside your memory, so this is called as your page hit. 0 is done. Now we have to replace 3. So before replacing 3, we have to check 0 you just met, 2 you just met, and 1 was a page that was met long back. So you replace 1 with 3, 0 and 2. This is called as your page fault. So 3 is done. Now it is asking for 0, but 0 is already there inside memory. So this is called as your page hit. Now we have to replace with 4. So 0 you just met, 3 you just met before 0, then 2 was the one who you met long back, that was least recently used. So replace that with 4, 0 and 3. This is your page fault. So after 4 you check 4 was recently met, 0 was met, 3 was the one who met long back. So replace that with 2, 0 and 4. It's a page fault. So 2 is done. Now we have to replace with 3. So 2 you just met, 4 was the one you met before 2, and 0 was the one that was least met. So replace that with 3. So 4 and 2, it's a page fault. Now again 0 we have to replace, 3 we just met, 2 we just met before 3, and the 4 was the one that was met long back. So replace that with 0, 3 and 2. It's a page fault. So 0 is done. Now the page is now memory is asking for 3, but 3 is already there. So it is 2, 3, 0. It's a page hit. Now you have to replace with 2. 2 is already there. So 2, 3, 0. It's a page hit again. 1 you have to replace. Just check 1, 2 you just met, 3 you just met, 0 was the one you met long back. So replace 0 with 1. 3 remains as it is, 2 remains as it is. It's a page fault. Next you have to replace 2, but 2 is already there. So you have to replace 2 as it is. So this is called as your page hit. Now we have to calculate number of hits, number of faults, hit ratio and fault ratio. To find out that, first we have to calculate what are the total number of hits that is present. So total number of hits, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 hits. So total hit is 5. So fault is equal to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 faults. So fault is 10. So hit ratio is equal to number of hits divided by page string, number of page strings into 100. So this will give us 33.33%. And fault ratio we have to find out. Fault ratio is equal to, what are the number of faults? 10 is the number of faults divided by number of page strings is 15 into 100 will give us 66.66%.